we finally get the 50th anniversary of Overnite Sensation. Let's take a look, shall we? Welcome, classic rock fans, to a short video where we will review and unbox the brand new 50th anniversary of Frank Zappa's Overnite Sensation. This album is an extraordinary record, described by one critic as a rock jazz fusion cocktail at the crossroads of commercial potential. On this album we get a strange collection of bizarre portraits of individuals like the tycoon that farms dental floss with diamond-encrusted tweezers, a beloved pygmy pony, and of course slime oozing from our TV sets. But what's intriguing is to consider how much Zappa accomplishes between the time he broke up the last Wazoo-era band in '72 and of course September '73. And certainly one of those accomplishments is the release of Overnite Sensation, which many see as Zappa drawing a line in the sand between his past and future. And it's an album that deals all sorts of strange and eclectic subject matter, from Big Brother-like TV propaganda to unusual sexual practices, as well as unconventional tweezer deployment and a scathing attack on the remnants of the hippie counterculture in Cosmic Debris. This is the perfect album to serve as an introduction to Zappa, as it's fairly accessible, ticks all the boxes, it's fairly lewd, it's lots of great jazz fusion going on here, some great guitar work, and overall fully deserving of the 50th anniversary treatment. So with no further ado, let's unbox this, shall we? Take a closer look, then we'll discuss how good the contents are a bit later. So here we are, this is Frank Zappa's Overnite Sensation. This is the 50th anniversary edition, and I will include the purchasing link just below this video. So it's in a nice clamshell box. That's the spine, that's the top, and that's the rear of the product. So if we open it up, we get the first disc. This is the Overnite Sensation album, plus bonus sessions and bonus vault sessions. And there's the disc. Disc 2 is the bonus vault sessions continued, and the start of the Hollywood Palladium California gig in 1973 for March 23rd. And here is the disc for that. You'll have to forgive me stumbling over my words and coughing up a bit because I've got a dreadful cold. And this is of course disc 3, the Hollywood Palladium gig continued. Disc 4 is the highlight of this set, and that's the Detroit gig from '73. That's contained all on one disc. Detroit, Michigan, Cobo Hall, May 12, 1973. Lots of stuff from Uncle Meat with this set. Brilliant stuff. And the disc looks like this. Looks like Ron Jeremy, doesn't it? Then we get the Blu-ray content, which I can't review for you because I do not have a 5.1 sound system, surround sound system, but it's basically the Blu-ray audio, Overnite Sensation, the album, 48K, 24D Dolby Atmos, HD 5.1, quadraphonic, and PCM stereo. And there's the disc, the Blu-ray audio. It's a shame there isn't any visual content, as there's loads of visual content, but unfortunately the Zappa estate probably do not own the rights to it. Here we get a lovely booklet. Inside the box you can see what looks like would probably have been the inside sleeve of the original vinyl. And let's take a look at this wonderful little booklet, shall we? So there you have it, Overnite Sensation 50th Anniversary Edition. There is a purchasing link just below this video. But how good are the contents? Let's discuss that, shall we? So let's talk about the contents of this set, shall we? So CD1 is the album, it's a remaster, it's not a remix. It's from 2012, it's the Bob Ludwig master. It sounds great. Listening about the bonus session masters, you get wonderful Wino recorded at Trident Studios in 1970. Great use of brass on this, but not my favourite version. Version of this that I really do love is a version that was contained on this set. See that without the reflection. That's the version on there. It's fantastic, I think. Inca Roads is a wonderful version from 1973 featuring the horns of Sal Marquez, and then Redunzel. I think this track was previously released on the Lost Episodes, but this version has Frank's guitar work, I think, accentuated. For the young sophisticate, this sounds wonderful. It's a master track that Frank did with EQ. We get I Am the Slime, which is a single version. And we get Montana, which is definitely worth a listen because it's fascinating because we get to hear the intro that Frank edited out. Then we get Inca Rose, which is an alternate mix. It feels sparser, I think, than the versions I know. We get Redunzel, Take 2, and X-Forts. This is the 16-track master, it's worth noting here, which contains some absolutely fine guitar work from Frank on that. Disc 2 is Bonus Vault Sessions. Camillo Brillo, interesting version that has Frank actually harmonising with himself in this version. Face Down is just a fascinating early version of I Am the Slime. Dirty Love, of course, is a studio run-through, which is fascinating to hear, because we hear Frank sing it without any of those sort of studio affectations layered on his voice. Then we get Dirty Love with quad guitar, which is worth cranking up the volume for. And the rest of the stuff is just little snippets and glimpses into these songs. This segues, of course, into a concert from the Hollywood Palladium in 1974. Montano starts with some wonderful, wonderful keyboard work. It's effectively an instrumental here, which cuts straight into Dupree's Paradise. Disc 3 is the Palladium concert continued. We get opens with Cosmic Debris, which Frank, of course, waxes lyrical about all the proliferation of gurus there are still out there. The Curse of the Zomboids is the highlight, I think, which is just really I Am the Slime, but it's the highlight of that concert set, I think. Then we get Disc 4, which is the Cobo Hall gig from Detroit, Michigan in 73. This is the highlight of this set, in my opinion. I love the opening tune-up session. It's just so entertaining. which then launches into several picks from Uncle Meat, which are always worth tuning into. The sound balance on this is excellent, whereas I think the Palladium gig at times sounds a little bit flat to my ears. This is dynamic and vibrant throughout. As I've said, definitely the highlight of this set. We get, of course, a wonderful version of Inca Roads on this, and the Don't Eat the Yellow Snow medley is just so entertaining. So there we are, Frank Zappa's Overnite Sensation, the 50th anniversary edition. Will you be buying it? Do let me know in the comments below. Do make sure you click like, subscribe, share this video to anyone else who might enjoy it, and do click that notification bell so you get notified of anything that I upload. And I'm constantly uploading reviews and unboxings of stuff prior to its official release, so don't miss out on that. So there I will leave you. I urge you to check out my 10 best Frank Zappa albums. There is a card up there. And other than that, I hope you're well, staying safe, and of course that you keep listening.